And stars Richard Rankin, Sophie, Skelton, and John Bell join me now. Welcome, everyone.
Thanks for having us.
It's a very exciting time that Outlander is almost back. How you feeling about that?
Very excited.
Very
very excited.
Very relieved for the fans. We feel bad. Outlander's been a smidge longer than expected.
Yeah. Well, let's start with you, Sophie, because Brianna and Roger's son is missing. Jamie is missing. What does this mean for the two of you?
Well, I think family has been a through line of Outlander from season 1, and I think it definitely explores the realms that you would go to and what lengths you would go to protect your family. So we are definitely going to have to take different approaches on it this season, Roger and Brianna, but really it just means that the mama bear is about to be unleashed.
Yeah.
Not much Brianna wouldn't do to protect her kids, so...
Yeah, and that is the running theme, kind of like what you would do for family. John, you know, what's in store for young Ian coming up here, and Rollo?
Oh, and Rollo, of course.
I mean, you can't forget Rollo.
Rolling on Rollo. Young Ian's heading to Scotland with his aunt and uncle, so it's a full circle moment for him. And Rollo's being left behind in the safe care of maybe a certain special someone.
So we're going to find out. We're going to have to wait and find out.
Yes, you are.
What you're saying. And Richard, the showrunner, said that some old faces are going to be coming back, which is a great thing for a time-traveling type of show. No one really ever leaves, right? You can always bring someone back. So who are we going to see come back?
Oh, so we have Graham McTavish and Lotte Verbeek are coming back, who play Gaelis Duncan and the War Chief Mackenzie. So that's interesting. It was great to do some stuff with them. I think the fans are going to love seeing them back on the show. They were such great characters and bring a lot of gravitas with them. And it's good to kind of work with some of the original cast.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Bring a lot to it.
And there's new faces coming in too this season too. So kind of, Sophie, what did the new faces kind of bring to the set?
Gosh, I mean, we're lucky in that because we span the different time periods, we've managed to work with such a range of the actors on the show, and I think that this show is so good at plucking new talent from kind of like the abyss or wherever, or straight from drama school or whatever. So I think the new faces just bring a lot of fresh energy and a lot of excitement. It's like showing someone a city for the first time, right? Like you see it again through their eyes. So people come to set and we're sort of in the middle of nowhere in Scotland and we're like, oh yeah, this is big. Like we are making something. And so it's quite nice to kind of take our haggard mentalities and look at it through these fresh, open eyes again, which
Probably
is beautiful.
Then you're really grateful again. You're like,
we're like, we should stop complaining. It's quite good.
I like to take them out to party.
Yeah, exactly. It's the John Bell initiation. Like, if you can survive him, you can survive Outlander. You're okay.
You know, I love there's a video of you getting ready for the show too, and it's like, you know, you've got a hair and makeup moment going on.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what is the moment where you feel like, okay, yep, now I'm Ian?
Oh, it has to be the hairpiece, 100%.
Well,
that goes on. I mean, wow, it just it transforms me.
And then it comes off.
Yeah, I like to whip it back and forth a little bit sometimes.
I have to tell you, that actually really works for you.
Thank you.
Not a lot of people could pull that off, but it works for you.
He does Tina Turner dancing and it flings across the makeup trailer, and his poor makeup artist is like, oh
Horrified.
no.
Yeah.
And Richard, you guys finished filming the entire series, right? I mean, what was your last day like compared to can you think about your first day, like the first day you were there and the last day, and how they feel?
Yeah, I can, because I very much tied the two together. I can't say what the last scene was, but it was a scene with Brianna. And it was much more emotional than I ever thought it was going to be. I was in a very strange place because we're stood sort of, can't really tell you the scene, but anyway, all I could think about was one of the first scenes that we had done together at Loch Katrine in season 2.
Yeah.
Like our very first days, and it just kind of brought everything strangely full circle. And all I could think of in the scene that we were doing was how we began, how Roger and Brianna began. It was
so young.
Sad. And then one of our showrunners, Maro, I thought it was fine. I was like, it's fine, everything's going to be all right. I'm like stoic, like stone. And she just approaches with flowers, and she's already in floods of tears. And I was like, no.
The stoic Scott just starts to
Well, we'll have to have you guys come back after we see how it all ends. Next season,